The forward roll escape. This is the most instinctive escape. Somebody's trying to put your hand behind your back and you're going to forward somersault out of it. There's nothing wrong with it. There are slightly better escapes, but there's nothing wrong with this one. The important thing is, as he's applying the omoplata, I am going to put my head to the outside for this. Here. I'm going to put my shoulder to the ground. I'm going to jump here. Now, at this point, I'm going to scramble for the top, and he's going to scramble for the top, and probably he will win. But it's better to be pinned than it is to be submitted. So the basic idea is you somersault out of it, and you scramble like crazy. If you want a situation where you can see how the turntables have turned, as you do the roll, if you sense his arm is on your back, I am going to force my butt through here, and when I can see his hand above me, I'm going to stick my hand in front of his arm, open up my legs, and get the omoplata myself. Now, if I'm stupid, I sit up, I put my hand here, he's going to force his ass through my armpit. There's a hole here, there's a triangle. His thigh, and my arm. His hand comes up through that hole, pulls my arm into position, and collapses me. So now I'm going to do it to him. So it does speak to the importance of where this hand goes. If I'm low on his hip, if I've got it draped across his legs, he's going to be able to do that to me. Exactly. Go back, please. If I'm high on his body, if I'm holding it fairly tight, if I follow him as he rolls, which is what we're going to be doing next, that doesn't happen. So don't be lazy. Don't just drape your arm across his legs, or that re-omoplata roll is going to happen to you. So if I see that this is about to happen, Richie's putting his head away and rolling, and he's cleared a bunch of space, I am going to follow him to the top. This isn't the best solution, but this is better than letting him get away completely. I'm going to be coming up here and going to side mount. And I would say that it's sort of white belt, blue belt, maybe even purple belt level. That happens all the time, and it happens a surprising amount of time at higher levels too. There's a bit more wriggling, there's some more leg work involved, but basically you're using it as a sweep to go from bottom to top, and that's all right. Let's find a couple better solutions for when he rolls. When he somersaults and you scramble to the top, that is fantastic, that's great. But what's even better than that is getting to the top and taking a very, very, very simple and easy and low-cost submission on the way. This doesn't always work, but man, there's no cost to trying this. So Richie, you're going to put your head away, you're going to do a forward somersault. I'm going to come up to the top. Do you see how his arm is still trapped between my legs? I'm going to withdraw the knee that's close to him and plonk him here. Now as I come down, he taps. Why? It's because the bicep slicer. My shin is between his biceps and his forearm. Like this. I'm driving his forearm towards his shoulder using my hips. We're here. I'm going to come under the head. I'm going to come under the arm. And squish. Now, some people are resistant to bicep slicers. In which case that's not going to work. But you know what that arm's not doing? That arm's not working to escape right now. It's trapped. It's totally distracting him. His arm's totally immobilized. Sets up other attacks. Note of caution. Some people are so tough that they will not tap to a bicep slicer, even though they should. So you can definitely break this bone here in the forearm. So if the guy's being a stubborn idiot and not tapping, just let it go. You can unwrap that very easily. We're here and it's not working. I just lift up, kick that leg straight, and that arm comes straight out. No big deal. Keep your training partner safe. That way you can live to spar another day. When I'm here and I see him beginning the roll, I'm going to pinch my knees. I know he has to end up in a position where his arm doesn't necessarily come out. Go ahead and roll. I'm going to just come up to my hands and knees and bend down as much as possible. And now we are in the sitting on the shoulder position. So I'm here. I'm here. Again, my legs are facing towards him. As he rolls, I pinch, and I just follow him. I don't want my legs trapped underneath him, so I do need to adjust them like that. That's pretty cool, but there's an even cooler answer if I can get over his waist or over his upper body. If we're here and I'm sitting up and I've got a tight grip around his body, maybe even if I've got his lapel, the lapel would be ideal. As he begins to roll, I'm going to bring my feet together. Go back, please, Richie. We're here. As he rolls, just start the roll. I'm going to retract that leg, and I'm going to come up, and I'm going to roll here, and come up and get the reverse crucifix. Let's show that from another angle. We're here, and I've managed to sit up. Maybe I've got this lapel, but I don't need this lapel. I can do this no gi. As he begins to roll, stop, I'm going to retract this leg. I'm going to retract that leg. He rolls, go ahead. I'm going to come to my knees, and now I'm going to roll him again. But that hand is right there. Now at this point, we're going to do all of our fancy finishes. Tap from the reverse crucifix and make him pay for even thinking that he can roll out of our omoplata.